Oh, morning guys, Nick here, welcome back to the channel. Hey, just doing a wee film today. Johnston's Coachlines have kindly let me take 1269, one of my favourite tour coaches ever, for a run today. So you may have seen this in one of my first one or two videos, but I'm just going to take this for a run. It's empty, so no passengers, and just for a short run up over the motorway. Just because I haven't been in it for so long, and it is one of my favourite buses. So coach design, Brisbane built coach, 2008, 13.5 metre tag steering, this coach, 49 seats. It's just a really good bus, you know, even though it's 12 years old, it's just always been one of the better ones. About 460 horsepower. And once I get out of the bus park and get out of town a bit, we'll give you a better view of the outside of the coach. But I got the Volvo 12-speed iShift transmission, which is my favourite. I really enjoy driving the iShifts. And just a little bit of a shot of the dash area there, seat, and it's got the a really good engine braking system, the retarder here as well, which works very, very well. So we will just take you for a little run and get a bit of footage of me driving the bus. Okay, we'll talk to you soon. Okay guys, welcome back. So I've just pulled out of the park, so just enjoyed the drive. We're going to go for a drive just out through town and out over the motorway in this 2008 Johnston's Coachlines Volvo B12B, 13.5 metres long, 460 horsepower, and enjoy the ride. So folks, just as we're driving along here, I mentioned earlier, you probably haven't seen this bus if you've been watching my videos, probably my very first video, my second one, well over a year ago since I've driven this, but it's got the iShift, so this is what's called an automated manual. So basically there's a computer controlling the clutch instead of a human foot, so it still sounds like a manual transmission as it's changing gears. So I've just got it in the auto setting at the moment, so it just looks after itself. You can also put it into the manual setting here and just use the switch on the inside of the gear lever here to change up and down gears. But at the moment I've just got it in the automatic setting because there's no load, we've got no passengers or luggage on, so it's unnecessary really to drive it in the manual mode. But yeah, in manual you just flick this little switch up and down. But just a really good transmission, and it's so well matched to the Volvo B12B engine that it really very rarely do you have to have any extra driver input. It's just so well matched, and there's so much horsepower in this bus that it just goes so well whether you've got a full load on or not. So very, very nice and easy to drive. This is 13.5 metres long, this coach, so it's one of the longest ones in the Dunedin fleet. In fact, it is the longest tour coach in Dunedin, rigid tour coach, not accounting for bendy buses. And it's got the tag steering, which you would have seen earlier in the video as well. So really lovely coach to drive. So we are in early spring here in Dunedin at the moment, so you can see all the daffodils out, which is lovely. So a bit of a cool day, that is September, early spring, so quite typical. But this time of year you get some unsettled weather. It was like summer last weekend, and this weekend it's feeling a bit more like winter, but lovely with the daffodils out in spring growth. So we're just on the southern motorway here, so we'll just head out over the motorway for 15 minutes or so. I'll let you guys enjoy the ride. So I've just got on my right here, on this little stalk, I've got the engine retarder, and it's a really good retarder. So with an empty load on at the moment, I'm just on level 2. It's a 4-stage retarder. So at the moment I'm just gliding here with the iShift and the retarder operating. Don't have to touch the brakes at all, foot brakes at all. So really good system. A bit more versatile than your traditional engine brake, exhaust brake, which has just got the one setting. So these 4-stage retarders really good. And this other stalk on my right here, we've got cruise control as well. Sorry, on my left stalk is cruise control, and really good as well. I don't use it too much on the motorway, but if you're doing a big long trip in an area where there's a lot of long straight roads, really good system to have with the cruise control. You can just set it to a certain speed and look after itself. Over to my right here, we've got diff lock settings. Also, if you want to release the air out of the tag axle, you can do that, so there's more weight on the drive axle. So that's what these switches over here control, and that will be of great use if you're in slippery conditions, particularly if you've got a light load on. And up on the top here, these are just your switches to lower the bus down to enable easier access for people when you're picking up groups and the like. And over here we've got our air conditioning settings, lights, and microphone system, and the full aircon system here as well. So very nice ergonomic design. I'm climbing up the motorway here. Again, I know there's not many people on the bus, no one on the bus really, but it's so quiet. This vehicle's always been a very quiet, plush vehicle, considering it's got a huge 460 odd horsepower power plant in the rear. You'd hardly know you can hardly hear any engine noise whatsoever. So Lovely quiet vehicle. So again, in conditions like this where the road's a bit greasy, this engine braking system really shows its worth. Not having to touch the brakes, just glide down. Really, really good system. folks, just as we're driving along here, if you are enjoying my videos, please subscribe to the channel, and that allows me to bring more content to you guys. So please do subscribe if you're enjoying the channel. Give us a thumbs up if you've enjoyed the video. You are enjoying the videos today. Also, just take this opportunity to thank Johnston's Coachlines for the use of the bus today. I've had quite a long association with Johnston's Coachlines in different capacities. I started driving ski shuttles, ski transport in Queenstown for Johnston's Coachlines in 2001. I've done Milford Sound trips for them and Mount Cook tours for Johnston's Coachlines out of Queenstown. And since being back in Dunedin, I've helped out with cruise ships and other charter work around Dunedin and Otago. So it's a company I've always enjoyed working for. They've always got really, really nice tour coaches, fit for purpose coaches, always very well maintained and well presented. And it's always an organisation I've really enjoyed being involved with. So yeah, highly recommend Johnston's Coachlines if you're looking for transportation, whether it's charters or conference work or tours, especially once tourism's up and running again. Thoroughly recommend them. Great buses, good drivers, and yeah, really good company. So just thanks again for the use of 1269 today. So we're just coming through the outskirts of Mosgiel here, just a small satellite town. It's part of Greater Dunedin, and we're going to just head back over the motorway towards Dunedin again. So I'll just let you guys enjoy some more driving footage as we head back over the motorway. Cheers. Motorway here, folks. We're just going past Lookout Point Fire Station here, and just going through a little bit of suburbia here for a little bit while we head to Unity Park, and that rain's just lightening off a little bit now, so hopefully we can get a bit of a respite so we can do the walk around to the bus. One thing you'll notice with this coach when I do the walk around is since my earlier videos last year of 1269, it's had a new paint job, so it's in the latest Johnston's livery, and looks really nice. So I'll let you see that once we park up. suburb here, and in the old days, from the 1870s right up to the early 1950s, there used to be cable cars. They used to come up High Street. If you just look on your right here, here's an example of some of the old Mornington cable car tram. And there's a lot of work going on within Dunedin, within a society, a group of enthusiasts who are trying to get the High Street Mornington cable tramway up and running again. So I really wish them good luck with that. Again, if you look at one of my earlier videos from last year, I do have a video about the Mornington cable tramway. But nice views out to the Pacific Ocean there, and the Otago Harbour on our left here. It's a bit of a cloudy old day today, but not like Dunedin's usual beautiful sunny weather. They don't call Dunedin sunny Dunedin for nothing. We're just making our way into Unity Park here, and I'll do a walk around the coach for you. Okay guys, just at Unity Park here, so really nice views of Dunedin from up here. It's a very popular spot, and we do have international tourists about, so just going to turn the coach around here, then we'll do a walk around. Okay guys, so as promised, just doing a walk around of Johnston's Coachlines 1269, and as I mentioned before too, it has had the new coat of paint since I last filmed this coach some time ago, over a year ago. A really nice looking coach, this one. I love the coach design built coaches. A lot of our ones are Kiwi bus built now, but I love these coach design ones. And a view of the 460 horsepower engine here. And of course great with the dual entry and exit doors here. And if you look at the lazy axle here, this is the turning axle, tag axle steering on the B12B. It's got what we call a super single on it. So if you look at the tyres on the drive axle, it's a bit hard to see in there, but they're the more standard size dual tyres. And if you look at the lazy axle here, it's got what's called a super single. So really big, wide single tyre on either side. That's the latest Johnston's livery. Nice colour scheme, really smart. Okay guys, we'll talk to you again shortly. Okay guys, just making our way down High Street here. Traditionally the main thoroughfare from the hill suburbs down through to the central city, right from the early days. And as I was just mentioning before we stopped at Unity Park, the Dunedin cable tramway system used to, from the 1870s right up to the early 1950s, used to travel up and down High Street. So just coming down High Street now, and we're just going to make our way back to the depot. Okay guys, thanks very much for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Cheers.